catching up with Keef. Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard got a little judgment this past week because they said that they let their daughters drink non-alcoholic beer. I was in like a weird place with that. I was like, I guess it's not the end of the world, but it feels like it's encouraging. I don't know, but we also had candy cigarettes, and I'm not a cigarette smoker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't say what encourages what behavior until you actually do the experiment to see it.
Yeah,
it's real easy to judge, but their kids. I mean, how old are their kids? I think they're like 10 and 8. I mean, they could be doing worse. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. I can see where the judgment comes from, though.
I think parents always judge, man. Other parents or other people in general just always judge parents when they're not doing the prototypical whatever. But then when you look at the people who's doing all the judging, there's tons of stuff that they probably doing that's weird, for their kid, or it's not the best practice, but we all just do our best. Like, so I know it sounds weird, but if you could just, even if you think about how you parent, there's probably instances where you're like, I do this hack or whatever it is. And
yeah, it's not the end of the
you're probably
world.
not preaching from the top of the mountain on it. It's not the end of the world. But you know what I'm saying? You might just shove a tablet in your daughter's hand when you should be reading. I don't know if you do that, but I'm just saying, for example, like, there's days where my son, I'm bathing and I'm like, man, I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna just let him splash around a little bit. Make sure this water is nice and soapy. Let him splash around a little bit and just keep it moving, man. I'll give him a good wash down to follow, and they're like shit like that. So, yeah, man. I mean, you think about it, there's nothing wrong with that. So, for instance, like a family member had a problem with my wife doing chairs to my son. Like he has his little sippy cup, and she would have like a glass of water. Oh, cheers, clink. Like, oh, that's encouraging some kind of alcoholism. Oh yeah, really? Is that how alcoholism starts? By somebody tapping fancy flutes of champagne. Oh yeah, nah, that's not how that works. So I refuse to believe that the mere act of a kid drinking alcoholic beer is going to encourage alcoholism.
No, I agree with that. I think when people do want to attack I don't know if your situation was on social media. I think her situation came out during an interview where, on a talk show. So like, I think if it comes across like you're trying to be cute with it, like, then people are going to be like, oh, word? You want some likes off of this? You want to get some judgment? You know what I'm saying? Like and I think people just feel that then they could get on their high horse and their soapbox about it. But yeah, to your point, it's like it's parenting. It's like it's unless it starts turning into real alcohol, everybody can mind their business.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to keep it 100, man, I tasted real alcohol from like older family members when I was a kid. It was a different time, and it wasn't like I was guzzling it. They would do some drink. They would put a pinky into like a liquor glass and then just let me taste it on my lips.
Look at me, was 15 years old at the time.
I'm fine, America. Yo, kids they were teething, people would rub brandy on their gums and shit like that. Like,
I've heard.
You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not something you should do. But like, did most of those kids die or become alcoholics? A good chunk of them probably did, but it's not related to the brandy on their gums. It's probably other factors. You know what I'm saying?
It's the worst when non-parents is judging. Like, until you've done it, keep your opinion, bro.
Man.
Keep your opinion.
Yeah, I seen so there's two things I think of. So especially on social media, like my wife is on like the pages where like the mom pages in the town and stuff like that, and somebody might post something like they really want to know, like, yeah, I want my kid to and so people will come out off the top ropes. Just, what do you mean you shouldn't be doing this for your kid? It'll get crazy, bro. Like, I think
they got nothing to do but be on message boards all day.
Yo, man, it's crazy. I think a lady went on and was like, yeah, we have a Jewish family, and I noticed like the public schools around here don't have tons of like stuff for Jewish kids or whatever. So like she's looking at private schools, and they went off with her about the diversity. Yeah, it went way left, bro. It was crazy. I seen a post just kind of
Kanye left.
Yo, it was crazy, son. And I saw a post the other day. Some lady posted, she was plucking a tick out of her kid's hair.
Okay.
And just kind of, it was meant for like a warning, like, yeah, man, like this tick joint is crazy. And people are like, oh my God, like what kind of parent doesn't wash the kid's hair? Like, how did he even get to that? And, and I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. You think ticks give a fuck about who's a bad parent, who's a good parent?
You know what it must be when you first get on there, you put something on there innocently and they judge you. You got to return that energy. You like, we got to initiate the new person over here asking innocent questions.
Yo, son, it's crazy, man.